I'm gonna make a drink from this very old book. Remember the old book? Well, he's back, and he still holds some of the weirdest recipes I've ever seen. Such as this one I literally just opened to. Actually sounds pretty good. Let's make it. Let's make an Alfonso special. Not sure who Alfonso is? Is it you? I just scared a guy named Alfonso. That's fun. This drink starts with gin and sweet vermouth. I'm going to use a Japanese gin because it's delicious. It's got me all riled up. Now, I've noticed this trend in this book where all of the drinks are tiny. So I'm going to scale it up. All of this times 3. So 3/4 of an ounce of gin. It says 2 dashes of sweet vermouth, which is a ridiculous thing to say. You don't dash vermouth, but scaled up 6 dashes is... Alexa, how much is a dash?
I don't know that one.
Neither do I. 6/4, 1.5 teaspoons, half a tablespoon, which is 1/4 of an ounce. Finally, all that high school math paid off. Need 1/4 of an ounce of dry vermouth. This is white vermouth, the same thing, just a little bit sweeter. 1 dash of Angostura, so 3. And finished off with some Grand Marnier. Grand Marnier is an orange liqueur that's made with cognac. I love the stuff. This should be good, if anything a little bit sweet, but we'll see. And we'll do so by retrieving Grandma. Good evening, old woman. Take some of Grandma's cold bones and add them to the drink. And send her back to where she came from. Good night, Grandma. I love you. We'll give this one a cheeky little stir. What are you doing here? Pop your strainer in and strain away. And before we give that a little tasty doozy, we'll clean up a little bit. Because I don't know what's different about me, but I've decided to be respectful in this house. Now, the book says not to garnish this one, but if I were to, I'd do an orange twist. Let's see if it needs it. That's an Alfonso special. Hey, cheers. Lots of things just went through my head. 1, very complex, which is the sign of a good cocktail. 2, it is a little bit sweet. 3, I think I really like it. Hang on 1 second. Yes, I do. Yes, I do like it. And that's a good job. That's a good job, book. I'm not sure what made Alfonso so special, but the Alfonso special is a little bit special. Yum, yum. Oh. Good evening. Here I go over here now, walking, dancing. And now I'm back, saying that I've got glasses on. I'm gonna make a drink from this very old book. It's been a while since we've looked in the gracious pages of the old-ass book. Let's search for a Christmas cocktail. Oh, this one sounds very Christmassy. Let's make a multiple orgasm. Our first orgasm is vodka. Make sure you spill it everywhere. Much like when I actually orgasm. Some amaretto. The book calls for Tia Maria, but we're not savages. We'll use a good coffee liqueur. Sorry for touching you. Now it wants milk. So milk it will get. This one has a cow on it. And now we'll add ice to our shaker, as always. Even when crafting cocktails out of this hellish book. 1 scoop of regular ice, 1 big boy. Liquid into ice, bit of a slam. And we'll just start slow. Feel that pressure. And it kind of suctions itself together, and then we really just go for it. Break that seal. We'll take a glass. Crush some ice. Pour the ice into our glass. Pop our strainer on and strain away. Whoa! And before we give it a tasty doozy, we'll clean up a little bit, because we're respectful in this house. Did your mother not teach you anything? And that's a multiple orgasm. Hey, cheers. That's actually delightful. It's basically an almond coffee milkshake with some added vodka, and you don't see me complaining. I can see why it's called the multiple orgasm, because I'm about to go over there and think about naughty things while I consume it. You can stay here, so I can keep whatever dignity I have left. Good evening. I've got glasses. Oh! I'm gonna make a drink. Let me just cut to the chase. This drink has fucking mustard in it. I'm putting mustard in a cocktail. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's make a Dijon sour. Because is life really worth living? Let's begin this cocktail in the realm of the normal world. Cognac. Some creme de framboise, which is just raspberry liqueur. Some freshly squeezed lemon juice. Just a little bit of simple syrup, 1 part sugar, 1 part water. And a bar spoon of fucking mustard. I should say that I'm following a recipe here, and the recipe says that it's tasty. So we'll see. We'll give this a cheeky dry shake. No ice, just to emulsify the fucking mustard. Add ice to your shaker, as always. 1 scoop of regular ice, 1 big boy. Liquid into ice. Bit of a slam. Start slow, builds the pressure, suctions itself together, and then we really just go for it. Break that seal. Pop your strainer on and double strain. We'll top that off with some white wine. This is a Sauvignon Blanc for anyone who cares. And before we put that in our mouths, we'll clean up a little bit. Because even at our rock bottom, we're still respectful in this house. Give it a cheeky little stir. And that's a Dijon sour. Hey, cheers. Woo! Woo! Stop it. It's not great. It's not a perfect drink, but it has mustard in it, and it's very drinkable. I don't know what to make of that. It's very white wine heavy. I could have dialed that back a bit, but the mustard's there. And I guess I didn't realize how acidic mustard is. It just tastes like a nice sour that's been topped up with white wine. I'm speechless. I'm gonna go over there and drink this. Good job, I guess. Good evening. Oh, God. I've got glasses on. I'm gonna make a drink. Let's make an Alabama Slammer. It starts with Southern Comfort. Now, from what I've heard, a lot of Americans don't like Southern Comfort. I don't really get why. I really like it. I think it's banging. We need some sloe gin. Hello, cork. Sloe gin is gin that's been infused with sloes. Naturally, the sloe is similar to a plum, but more earthy. 1 ounce of amaretto. It's a liqueur made using the stones of fruits. And 2 ounces of freshly squeezed orange juice. Make sure you spill it everywhere. Add ice to your shaker, as always. 1 scoop of regular ice, 1 big boy. Liquid into ice, bit of a slam. Start slow, build the pressure, touches itself together, and then we really just go for it. Break that seal, pop your strainer on, and double strain. And before we garnish that, we'll clean up a little bit, just we're respectful in this house. We'll garnish it with a maraschino cherry, resting alongside this distinguished southern gentleman. Metal straw, save the turtles. And that's an Alabama Slammer, or an Alabama Slammer. Hey, cheers. Always good, always so refreshing. Southern Comfort's kind of brandy that's more sweet and more fruity. The earthy sloe gin, the almondy amaretto, the fresh orange, truly banging drink. Very refreshing, very summery. I'll leave you with this gentleman and walk over here. Good evening. I've got glasses on. I'm gonna make a drink. I invented this one. We'll get to the name later. Let's make it. This one's a little bit fancy. It's 3 simple ingredients, but they're all a bit bougie. Not in price, just niceness. For example, this Japanese whiskey. This was a birthday gift from my friend Jaden. Thank you, Jaden. Make sure we spill it everywhere. And we've got some sake. I'm a big hazy Nigori sake fan. They're creamy, they're funky, they're delicious. This semen in a bottle is Snow Angel Nigori sake. I've already used a lot of it. I like it. We'll use it here. And then, like I said, bougie, but not really. This is a homemade strawberry rose syrup. It's just my regular strawberry syrup. 1 cup each, sugar, water, strawberries. You boil it, you bring it down to a simmer, you simmer it for ages. And normally I just bottle it then. With this one, I add 1/4 ounce of rose water. Very perfumey, delicious. If you don't want to make this, just buy good quality strawberry syrup, put 1 ounce of it in here, and add a 32nd of an ounce of rose water. But this is very easy to make. Make it, you lazy sod. And I have put it in this cute little thing. I'm a cute little boy. And that's it. It's a super easy drink. We'll add ice to this. I would get Grandma. She's sleeping. Don't wake her. She's been through enough. We'll also get out a cheeky little glass. It's a cute little Nick and Nora glass. Chuck your spoon in and give it a stir. About 15 seconds. Just until it's sufficiently chilled and diluted. Pop your strainer in and strain away. And before we garnish that gorgeous little boy, we'll clean up a little bit, because we're respectful in this house. This could get a strawberry on the side. I like this little dehydrated orange wheel for it. And we'll just chuck it right on top. And that's the love at first sight. Hey, cheers. That's gorgeous. It's so nice. Just stunning. That rose just permeates. You put the tiniest amount of rose water in this, and it's just so present. That sake is so... Excuse me. That sake is so gorgeously funky. That Japanese whiskey is very high quality and very delicious. It's just grassy and vegetal. Gives everything a bed to lay on. I think this is an awesome drink. It's simple and it tastes good in your mouth. And that's all I need. I'm gonna walk over here. Good evening. I've got glasses on. Hello there. I'm at an event for Mr. Black, the kickoff event for the Espresso Martini Festival.
Found his perfect recipe. Espresso Martini.
Thank you so much. Come on. Come on.
They let me go behind the bar. What a mistake.
The main point here is get out of your house. Go to one of these cities. Go to one of the participating bars and order a $12 espresso martini.